What's going on, everybody? This is Rhetorical Artz, and this is Unwritten Weekendz. We begin. How do we begin? How do we start? How did we decide to get into this art? Did I do it not just to torture myself? Nah. Did I do it to hide it to keep it in stealth? Nah. Did I do it to hide it to keep by myself? Nah. I'm trying to give this to everyone else. I'm trying to understand this world stands under the things that I'm here to do now with a little bit awe and wonder. I'm looking out like this thunder. It's the things that I'm doing, never blunder. What I'm doing at this moment, I understand what I can be when I I'm looking at it though. I'm moving like it's Leo. Thundercats. Oh, you know, every single time I understand it, it's slow. At the time that I take my rhymes and I divine it to dough, and I see it based on a mode. I'm looking at it based on the road that I write. It's a scholar. I feel like I am a road. I am a rogue. Looking at words from the sides, I understand that it's not a size that matters. The thing that is inside your eyes that matters. I'm looking at understanding the game, seeing the flow, and I'm picking the pattern. Everything that I am doing at this moment, why? I'm here to battle. I'm here to look at this world without no cattle. Cause we are not cattle. Because we are not herds. We are not part of the herd. We are something that has been heard that is absurd. I'm here now to insert something that is truly given without a perk. It's not about a career, it's not about a job. It's about living life in a way that goes beyond the lobs. Full serve when I'm looking at full service. The things that I am doing is reaching for deeper purpose. Looking at the way that I can see it. Every single time that I seek it, I'm not trying to purchase. I'm not trying to get you something right now to buy in. I'm just trying to give you a bed of lyrics to lie in. What I am doing, I'm moving just like a lion, roaring. I'm exploring, adoring what I will side in. Who will pick your side? Will I pick my pivot? I'm looking at the whole world, not looking at the digits. It is not about numbers or letters, about what happens when we recognize we're here to get better. So I'm looking at the things that are slow. Recognizing what I'm doing at this moment is so. Lyrical farmer, I'm just recognizing things that I need as I proceed to plant seeds, and I hope that they grow. And I hope that they grow. And I hope that that grows into a grove. That the things that I need are stuck and on a cove. Looking at the cove by the sea, and I'm sure what I need at this moment is to produce the cure to the antidote, and I'm poised in. I see it here and I go in. I'm looking at this world and I can see I'm enjoying what I'm doing at this moment. This life is my career, and in that I'm employed in an employee. What I'm here to see, and I'm looking at this world that recognize ABCs. This alphabet, I'm the alpha that you place your bets on. What I am doing is going from right to wrong. Every song has a little yin and yang. I'm looking at this world trying to see the beginning like it's a big bang. And at that moment, they looked up into the sky and they saw asteroids coming down towards their planets. They were unsure what to do, so they panicked. Everyone was moving. Some went east, some went west, some went north, some went south. But there was one who stood and watched. This is a meteor shower. Take a moment and get away from the media that's showered with so many things that produce things that don't truly adduce what is here with true power. There's something that is truly here meant to empower. I'm looking at the world counting down the hours like they did at the start of millenniums, like they did moving back and forth like a pendulum. People don't know where to side. They try to run, but they don't. They can't decide. Can't make a decision. They can't make a decision. So instead they let it division, and that's when people die. I'm looking up into the sky, seeing the meteor shower. And I feel like if I just stand still, that eventually I will soon get devoured. So I'm running with everything I have. I am hunting for something that is the true inside of me that is punting to the other side of the offense. Looking at this world, I'm never off, Joe. I'm jumping off the fence. I'm not staying in between, never staying lukewarm. Looking at this world, I'm gonna be and then swarm, a bee swarm, looking for the honey of truth. And what I'm doing is right underneath you. So I am looking at the view. Watching meteor showers, I feel like I'll be devoured if I stay here and I wait for them to crash down to the final hour. So what else can I really do? I guess I gotta get up and really just start to move. I'm here to run, I'm here to keep on going until I see the shining of another day, a brand new sun. I'm looking at the flower of the things I see. The sun shower, yo, it's showering me, and I see its rays. But I'm looking at the meteor shower, yo, and it's blasting me with rays. Man, suddenly feel the ground shake, and I feel the ground raise. And when I get close enough, I feel like I am amazed, because the shower isn't so bad. As a matter of fact, it doesn't make me all that sad. I saw it, it was mutually assured destruction that made me so mad. But then I recognized it. And when I saw that, I didn't have to be so stuck by the meteor shower and hypnotized in all of the pretty lights. Most people so focused on the light they won't take the even time to fight for the things that are stuck in meteor showers. It's in the media there with every hour. It's the countdown of the new year that the media covers, but they don't recognize what's here. They stuck in the end like it's millenniums of what is new that is gonna be descending on. But most people don't recognize that it's meant to be gone. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the pain as well as the sorrow. As if they put their lives on loan, but we gotta recognize on our own we're not here to borrow. We're not here to barter. We're here to live. We are here to offer something that could be written down to a story that we see with every meteor shower filled with that glory. I'm not worrying about glory, I'm more about guts. I'm more about the if, the ends, well as the whats, the what ifs that I'm doing at these moments that I'm looking at the shower that is falling and is flowing. I'm stuck looking at this meteor shower, the media reporting it with every hour. And it's never ever new, cause the meteor shower is pouring down from the news. Yo, it's nothing new. I'm looking at this meteor shower, recognizing that it's never new. But I'm seeing it, it's on the news. People acting like, I always knew. Like, I knew that was gonna freaking happen. No, you didn't, man. You saw it on the captions, so come on, man. Stop basking in the glory of this stuff that's reported that most people don't even know what it is, because they never took the time to land on another land. They never took the time to understand. You go into the east, you're trying to see the west. You're going and you're looking and listening to the checks. The checks and balance of the news that isn't new, it's just filled with malice. Release the meteor showers. I'm here to release the meteor showers. I'm not gonna count down to the final hour, cause the news isn't new, and if I continue to listen to it, I will never be empowered. You know, it's really interesting, like, what people do when they're bored. You know, it's interesting that bored isn't like board game, and bored isn't like, I'm bored. Why did I choose to come to this place? Or why did I come do this thing? I'm encouraged at what people do with their time. Whenever they're bored, I realize they don't think that this life is a game, cause they're not playing on board. They're not playing on the board of this game. Most people don't recognize their own lane. I'm looking at all of these people like, you're at the start sign, but why have you came? Why did you come? What have you done at this life, man? Have you taken time to run through it and roll the dice and dissect what you need? Most people don't recognize what they're doing. They are focused on greed and on paradise, but most people can't even recognize that what they really need is inside of what's nice. When they splice a little bit of other stuff, put it together so that you can freaking finish up. Cause life is a mixture. It's what you need when you see the bigger picture. I'm seeing people, they are bored, because that's something that they can't afford. I say that I don't wanna do that. I just wanna take the drive like I'm driving on a Ford. And people recognize that what we're here to do at these moments that we're trying to be sore. I'm tired of being so abused, being bruised. Yo, it's time that we just decide to soar. Listen. and silent are spelt with the same letters. Cause if you take a minute to be silent, your listening will become that much better. So listen to yourself as you're sitting there thinking, talking about how you're bored and this time is thinking. Like, but don't you recognize what's linked in your statement? You're saying that you're bored, but you're never on the board. You never took the moment to time to even afford to go and roll the dice and see now what is nice. You're stuck looking around for some paradise. Why? Because of your greed, that's what you feed when you recognize that what you proceed to do is not so nice. Because it's all not good. Recognize this life is misunderstood. People think that life is a given. You're only gonna get life if you live in. And if you're so pissed off cause you're just so bored in your side, your mind, then you just live in. Don't you recognize there's a vision that's vivid? If you recognize it, that you're going bad and pivot. There's a difference in what is and what isn't. You're sitting around and you're so bored. You're so dang tired and you're so bored. And I feel like you're looking around, feeling your feet, rubbing your feet cause you're sore. But I'm telling you right now, yo, it's time to get off your butt and start to soar. I need you to soar. Go for the basket, homie, need you to score. This is what I'm asking you to do, is recognize that in the mirror is something that to adore. So if you take the time and treat yourself like a doormat, then you're gonna live a life that is whack. But you gotta understand that you gotta be able to hear your own voice, the sonar like a bat, and use those vibrations to find yourself in a whole new conversation like nobody else who is going to keep you down. You're all around you. The people that surround you don't keep you down, dude, if you let them. Recognize what you're doing at these moments that you assemble them. It's time to see life and never ever settle in. You're sitting around bored. I see that you feel abused and so sore. Yo, but it's time that you take the time to soar. Cause it's life, yo, it's not to be ignored. Stop being bored, step on the board and play the game. Yeah, sometimes you gotta recognize that, like, and I've seen this sometimes that happens with a lot of people. It happens to me every once in a while. I get bored. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's nothing to do. The truth is that it's not that there's nothing to do, it's that you're doing nothing. And that's your choice. So recognize that. And voice a new way to be. Yeah. Listen, I'm a cave dweller, storyteller. I'm welled up, cause I bring things together like a welder. Looking for life, trying to find a shelter. I understood the standards like it's helter skelter. A scary movie that doesn't recognize what we weld, cause we don't recognize the cause of things that are looking around us. We're just feeling the buzz. We're cave dwellers, we're storytellers. We got a story to tell every day if we don't settle up. I'm looking here to saddle up. I feel this like a snake, it's time to rattle up. It's time just to rattle us. I move here now to discuss something at this moment now that I simply just have to trust. I do what I do and I do what I must. I see at this moment I feel like I am a dog being pulled by a sleigh. I'm moving like mush. And this is the thing that I slay. At the moment, the thing that I touch. And I am in touch with what I need, what I'm doing at this moment. This is the crunch. This is the crunch time. I'm looking at this world and seeing that when this started out, it started in the lunch lines. I used to rhyme without knowing exactly what I'd say. That's what I still do to this very day. But I let these words out, don't put them on layaway. This is what is here at this moment, that's what will be displayed. If that is the message that is simply to be conveyed, well, I'm gonna pass the ballot almost like it's a relay race. And at this pace, I'm cutting paste so that I can put together a combination that's something that's real, that's something that is in, something that is intact. The things that I need to do is making an impact. An impact like a crater to the ground. Yo, I crave what I need as I'm staying on it. Looking at this world, I feel like I am just an onyx, a type of material that is just underground. Every single time I feel it like phonics, because I know what I am here to do, but I gotta speed it up. like I'm Sonic. Looking at this world like a bomb that is atomic, ready to blow up at these moments that I drop these sonnets. Looking at these things that I need when I get upon it. Once upon a time that I rhyme cause I start it. Looking at it because I know that this is on tips that people don't recognize cause they're waiters. They're waiting for tips but they don't recognize what they're doing is slipping with everything that they're doing with their behavior. Man, I really just need to behave. I'm out with these needle stacks and I'm looking for a little hey, like hi, I buy, I know just how to wave. I bypass what outlasts these people and what they crave. I'm looking at these creators like a cradle. I'm looking at this world trying to find a way that's able. The Wi-Fi's not connected, so I learn to connect cables of things that I'm doing as I return to turn the tables. This life is not a staple. It's a thing that you will need every single time that it hates you. What happened at these moments when we understand that we're under the man, when we're stuck on a curfew? This is a purview, a preview. This is just what happens when you live and you seek you. Up in the mirror and the reflection, this is a simple lesson that you're guessing with answers that never answered the question. I'm looking, I'm questing, I'm sitting here manifested. The best life, the best out, it comes out when you best in. I'm wrestling with what is tough. I'm seeing everything that I'm doing. I'm feeling like at the moment it's not enough, but it is. The things that I'm knowing right now because I'm a whiz. Like a Philly cheesesteak and I'm about to just hold the whiz. Cause I see what is at stake. And I'm not here now to cheese. I'm not for money, yo. I'm looking here. I'm trying to find a break so that I can break out. Live it out here, get awake now. Take the moment and see it here when I'm moving here just like an owl. The animal that represents that wisdom, and that's why you gotta recognize there's something in the rhythm. Wisdom as in wise and dumb. Recognize what happens when we're dumb. We are wise as we recognize that we are coming from a place of ignorance none of us ever know. That's the only reason why you gotta just let this show and go. Let it go. Just let it show. It's time to let it go. Let's go. It's time to let it show. Eventually we'll come to know. Cause I can't deny, as I'm looking at this life trying to take off disguise, and I'm looking at these people that don't recognize and see how they are vising, supervising people who are being super. You're not super, you're living like a trooper, pulling people over on the interstate, trying to innovate in a way that could get into your state. I see life, I'm just trying to renovate. I'm giving you a quote and an estimate on how to truly take your life and create something that is truly wonderful as well as truly great. Most people don't want to put that on their plate. That's too much meal for them to feel. But most people don't want to deal with what is real. And most people recognize this life is not a real of a movie. Understand this life can get groovy. But at these moments I feel the grooves. That means I gotta move and improve. In the way that I can understand that this life is not a proving ground. Got nothing to lose except the things that you lose when you lose yourself. Take a minute every time, now excuse yourself so you can see what you're here now to do. Don't take that minute and diffuse just to abuse yourself. I'm looking at this whole world trying to find a scene. I'm looking at a life trying to find a dream. Most people don't recognize that finally inside of themselves is an inner team, an inner work. Looking at this world cause I'm trying to find a connect in the way that's in my inner verse. Cause the universe is me and units first when I understand the unit that I'm here to disperse. Looking for my team, looking for collaboration, trying to come together without any exaggeration. It's the thing that I need now at this moment when I understand that this moment is lack imagination. So I dream so that dreams can get greater. I'm looking at the life trying to be major. But sometimes I feel like I'm in the minor. I feel like this world is sitting here, the sign in blurs. And the blur, yo, it just reacts. Looking at the whole world trying to find a way to snap a Roman clap. That I understand that every time that I look at my land and I land back to Atlantis, I'm looking for a mythical space. Trying to find my way, running with a mythical race. The human race is the only one I run. That's what I said. It doesn't matter if it's blue, black, yellow, or red. Cause at these moments that we're looking at the things we fed, I try to find it. This life, yo, is what I bred. It's my breeding. It's the things that I'm needing. I say hello, hi, my greeting. I'm high in the things that I'm receiving. Looking at this world going forward and I'm never am retreating. I'm trying to meet up on the ground so people can feel all the sound right now. This is the moment right now that you connect with the sound inside of you that sounds good. Allow it to be released, don't let it be misunderstood. Look, this is the moment right now. I hope that you can feel all these sounds. Know inside you it sounds good. Give it all you got, don't be misunderstood. I am under the hood, I'm under what I am just wearing, I'm under what I am carrying, I'm under what I am doing, I'm not right here now to copy, I'm not doing this so sloppy, my life is not like a parrot. It's original, although I understand sometimes it is subliminal. I recognize most people, they go in maximum, but they are doing minimal. Don't you understand that we're here to steal? Like criminals, if we don't have to steal, we can't be real. I understand exactly what we're doing at these moments that I want to heal. Yo, I am close to the hills, that's what my name means. That's what my name means, it's James. Recognizing what I'm doing at these moments is to light a flame. Hopefully that is why you came. I'm feeling what I'm doing, I'm walking just like a walking stick, moving to a cane. I see myself and I know what it is now. I'm looking at the world trying to find all the wiles. Try to find the things that I understand underneath what's in my hands, and I let go of the styles. Cause I'm going down the aisles, married to the things that I've been doing make me wild. The things that I have needed and the things that I have greeted as a little child. Going down the aisle of the smiles that I need with my grin up. And I'm looking, yeah, I'm trying to keep my chin up, so that this world can recognize that everything we need begins with a simple question. What if, and why not? And why wait to give it what you got? And so what if other people don't get it? And so what if you don't get any credit? It's time not to edit. Don't edit yourself, just allow yourself to move. Allow yourself to be what you're here to do. As you're here at this moment now, it's like a TV on the screen. Time to stay tuned for what's next. Take a moment now, it's all in the context. Trying to bring it back in the way that my bite is not bigger than my bar. Cause I understand this life, I live like a T-Rex. I got a lot of things that I take in, and I got a lot of lanes I wanna break in. But if I don't recognize that what I'm doing right now is something that is beautiful in the making, and hopefully you're gonna see it so that I can be repeated and receive it in the way that I can look like I am naked. Trying to be authentic, trying to be vulnerable. What I'm doing right now is never ever loanable. This is never on loan. This is something that I own. And if you recognize that, then speak your truth as well. Pick up the microphone. This is never on loan. This is truly what I own. And there's something that you feel. If you got something to say, then pick up the microphone. Cause we're here to take it home. I'm breaking it down, I'm moving in the zone. I understand Macaulay Culkin, understand what I'm going, never home alone. Homebound is the thing I come around to. When I'm doing every time that I found these ways to go, every single time that it waves me, looking at this world trying to find it like the Navy, at the Air Force, and the military. At these moments, I'm moving cause it's necessary, because I'm hit you with everything that I need. The battle is what I proceed, I hit you like a blitzkrieg. Air, land, and sea is what I see. I'm sure with the things that are going to set me free. I'm sure with the things that I need in this recipe. What I'm doing now at this moment is reciprocity. Hopefully there'll be a give back. To see this where I live at. I'm looking at the world that's trying to find a vivid way not to be wrapped up. Unless I'm rapping, what's up? I'm looking at this world trying not to be destructive, and instead I'm trying to be constructive. But the only way to do that is to be sensitive to what I hear do now in a new sense. Trying to understand this life with a new sense. I'm not trying to be stuck in the middle, never be lukewarm, never ride on the fence. Which way will I toe the line? Well, as long as I stay aligned, then I know what I'm gonna find is the way that today I can truly shine.